the house of Israel, and to the Gentiles who believe on Messiah, who love the Most High with all their heart, mind, and spirit. Grace and blessings. I want to share some information with you. I'll be sharing this information with some of the young brothers to show them how the Bible actually relates to our lives. And in learning that, the purpose is to connect him with the source or her. I got a lot of people that listen to me and they do follow the channel, and I appreciate that. So I'm going to walk them through what I know and have come to learn, and which have led me to know of a surety, you know, that we are Hebrew Israelites. And the world know this, family. They just playing hardball, but it's not for them to know. It's not so much for them to approve it. It's for you to approve it. We know what they think of you according to the 13th Amendment. I'm gonna always speak that until they remove it. It's not that I want to change their government, but right is right. Where's your humanity? Where's your Christ? Make Christ great again. This map, I've always looked up. The name of it is Judeo-Rum Terror. In this map, European maps of Africa, you will find some great hidden history. Man, that'll change your whole outlook on life. And I mean, and I share this, a lot of people like, you be talking that? Yeah. But here's why. You have an actual map. They selling these maps. And in this map is where I find Kingdom of Benin, where you have the Kingdom of Judah right here. You have the Desert of Self. I don't know if it's, yep, right here. The Desert of Self. These are maps that show the connection of our ancestors. What does that say? Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I don't have a question. I've been reading about it, and that's what I do with the Bible. A lot of people it don't connect with, but and it's for a reason. It's for a reason. Sometimes you may ain't no telling where you may be in life. You may be down. You may be up. But looking at across the world and all that our people go through and all that we try and cling to, it's good to have understanding that you have a foundation that's greater. Had they taught us that we are actual Hebrew Israelites from grammar school, from child to now, you will see a greater people. But it's never too late, family. Never too late. Here we have an English map. That map I just showed you under that name, Judeo-Rum Terrace. This evidence. English map of West Africa from 1693 or 1694. 17 to 1767, published 1747 by Emmanuel Bowen. Look him up. Yale Digital Archives. This map is in Yale. So, like I said, they know. Now it's time you know. Maybe it will inspire you. Maybe it'll make you take another look at the Bible and be like, man, this book of wisdom is really, I see myself in there. I don't care what they talking about. I see myself here. Then it opens your world to a whole. It opens you up to a whole another world, which the Most High is. That's the way He's pointing you. English map, and these effects are used to show because a lot of people are like, I don't care about no Bible. Well, you need to care. You need to bethink yourself and relook again. It's worth it. Emmanuel Bo and Yale Digital Archives. Note that next to Benin, there is a nation called the Slave Coast, which is also called the Kingdom of Judah. This map is labeled a new and accurate map. An identical version of this map can be found in the Library of Congress. So they know we ain't crazy. The Hebrew Israelites ain't lost their mind. But as far as how some of us deal with the other nations, saying only Israel can go into the kingdom, which are Hebrews, chosen by the king of Israel, to teach others and point them to him. I don't care who it is. Everything gonna come under the righteous rulership of the King of Israel. He reigns. That's it. And you, his people. A lot of the things we go through, that's why I go through Deuteronomy 28. I'm glad I decided to show these maps and this information. Because the information is there. It's nothing made up. And it's something I always wonder why they never showed us this in school. We can show you why it matters. So when they say, "Oh no, them just Africans," and you hear brothers and sisters saying, "No, everybody over there are not Hamites. You have Shemites over there too." The evidence is there. Why hide it? Let's divide it. That'll inspire people while they talking about, "Oh, well, black people and black men need to do this and that and the third." You're not giving them no armor. You're not giving them nothing with the foundation that they can look forward to. We've been going to church all our lives. We've been learning history. Whose history? Modern history. Well, there's more history. Ain't nothing wrong with their history. You are the servants. So when I'm reading Isaiah 44, now let me go to Deuteronomy 28. Because I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 32. Because I understand why. Let's go to 28. You hear a lot of this going on every day. What people don't understand is that you are that people. And here go your constitution. You know, that's why the Messiah came back to give you dominion and rulership again, which you had and we lost in the beginning. But he sent Messiah back to redeem mankind so that you can enter into his rest. But he also did it through a people. He put his word in his people. That's why we read Deuteronomy 28, because this applies to you. That if you keep these commandments, all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee. And these blessings don't just apply to you, they apply to all nations, because in Jacob, all nations shall be blessed. And let's remember that and remember to put that out there, because you got a lot of people that's antichrist. Christ is the Christ is the blender. With him in the center of all things, it what he what the Most High established has far reaching effects than what man has established through religion. And I understand religion is man's attempt to understand the creator, his purpose, what is life, and creation. Don't let me forget that. They study creation every day. I don't waste time arguing about conspiracies. Now, some people will understand the truth. The truth is there. Those pictures and maps are profound. Just think about it. Those maps were created in the 1600s. People were in the midst of being. I read HR 1242. That's to commemorate 400 years of the African American over here being enslaved and brought over here. So called African American, which we know, and it's encoded. It's in the Congress library. What? So the government noticed. They know we're not crazy. Which I've never heard none of them ever come out and say, okay, pass a bill. We're going to ban these people, which we know it's going to happen because America reminds me of Babylon so much. And you never think about it until it really hits you, especially when you studying and reading all the time. I see America and then I look at us. Think about it. When the Hebrews went over into Babylon, the first thing, what did the king do? The king changed their names and gave them Babylonian names. Well, what happened to us when we came over here? They changed our names and gave us what? American names. Britain. It was the British. That's what I'm talking about. My last name is Reese. That name originated out of Brit. It comes from rice, which is a Welsh name. Look it up. I did the research. I even looked up the Reese plantations. I'm gonna go way further than that, but I don't want to mess with that DNA. Go and get tagged, which they know who we are. You know, you look every you read articles that they've written, books that they have written about. They It's written right there. They let you know. It's in the Congress library or it's somewhere in the yeah. It's in the Congress library. They know. That's like the Negro Bible. Why would you take all those chapters and verses out? But on the flip side, it's a reminder to stir up something inside of you to cause you to use some self autonomy so you can revert back and go back. Like we complain about a lot, but these the blessings. But when you get down to if you break the covenant, curse shalt thou be in the city, and curse shalt thou be in the field. That alone we can expound on and take it to so many different levels and how it affects us daily, family. No matter what state or city or town we in, it's the same old story. It's the same story. And you gotta wonder. I don't want it no more. I know where it comes from. And I know in part because of the word. And then I see the spirit. That spirit of what he said, if you don't, okay, this is why the ancestors were taken in captivity. Hold on. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28. I mean, not 28, 32. We know it's the Most High who did it. And 26. I said I would scatter them into corners. I would make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. Verse 27. Were it not that I feared the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, our hand is high, and Yahuwah hath not done all this. So we know it was the Most High who scattered the ancestors because they broke the covenant. And it's not hard to tell. Now back to that curse shall thou be in the city, and curse shall thou be in the field. Who look at all what's happening in the communities, in the cities where many of our people are dwelling in. Family, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of good going on. I ain't gonna sit here and talk about our people just on the downturn, but mentally, all this getting involved with us. No, I'm gonna keep my opinions. to myself, family. I hear so much. There's so many people done drunk the Kool-Aid with this presidential run. All this I'm hearing about how people fear, having they fearing for their life. They talk. I heard a sister talking about, oh, I'm going into slavery. I'm like, what did she just say? Where are y'all getting these talking points from? Who are y'all listening to? Are you serious? We're not our ancestors, family. I'm gonna tell you something. That ain't gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. We might not be on one accord now, but there are things happening and situations that's going on that's driving us there. Because now we're awakened. We're awakened spiritually. It's the Most High who awakens. It's not something you just get up tomorrow and say, hey, I'm woke. I'm chosen. No, it's a price to pay with that. You can do that, but will you be doing it in spirit and in truth, according to in righteousness? That's what righteousness is. Under the right rulership of the King, the Most High. It's not all doom and gloom because once you find out that it's talking to you, you can see yourself in there. Curse your down be in the city. That's us. In every way, family. I be just wondering. I pray for us as I'm walking through the day. I be like, God, don't Father, remember your people. This your word, not my word. I'm coming in the name of Yahushua, the Messiah, the living word of the Father. He is the Father. So when I come before him, I understand I'm speaking to a king. And it's a certain way you have to speak to the king in order for the king to really understand you. Then he sent a governor, one that would come before him on your behalf. That's always with you. The Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. And cursed shall thou be in the field. That happened to our ancestors. It's still happening now. Do your research on farmers, black farmers, and all the hell they've been going through under this regime that's in office right now. From the day they got in. I recall it was President Trump who gave the farmers money, didn't he? I believe so. They cloud your mind with you watch. You try not to soak up all this bull crap you hearing on TV because then it leaves you. I'm not just gonna listen to it. I'm gonna go do my research on it, and that's where you lose a lot of people because our people ain't got 5 minutes to sit and listen to nothing, and we swear we know everything, but to our detriment because it's not based on knowledge. We don't want to hear nothing that's gonna help us or bring us together. First of all, under one common accord. You got your Democrats, you got your Republicans. I was just sitting here doing some skits on some shirts I wanted to design, and it's to represent our Hebraic heritage. We are the tribe of Judah, and I want that to reflect that. I want that to reflect such. So, like I said, it would always come. It'll always be in your remembrance, and that spirit excuse me, that spiritual voltage, it gives you a spiritual shock. I don't care what you're going through. No matter what I'm going through, family. I run to the word. I want to see what the Most High got to say about it. I want to see what the ancestors went through. We have a natural connection. It's in our DNA, family. We the chosen. And I don't say that with pride, but I'm happy. Coming into 2025, it's going to be a Hebrew-a-thon on this earth. We taking over. I keep hearing a lot of the sisters that I thought was Christians. I'm seeing them on there. It's a lot of Hebrews out here that's awakened. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm like, ooh, ain't no consensus. Tap the chest to see what you get. What the devil is a lie? The phone want to talk to me now? Dig that. Yeah, we woke now. And it's a beautiful feeling. That's a spiritual shock. And that's your weapon against the enemy. The enemy don't want you to know that, family. They don't want you to know this is the cause of why A, B, and C. And if you do EFG, it'll correct it. It'll bring you back in right standing. The Most High is a king, family. And you being the first family of the earth, that's why your lands produce the wealth of all nations. To this day, all nations run into Africa, not just for the people, our people. You connected there. You still got a bloodline there. Your bloodline is still there because the Most High did something with you in there. He sent you in there to subdue. We already know. Now the world might be like, oh, well, they trying to pervert the word. They no, we them people that went in there and subdued Canaan. I ain't talking about that little stripper land because Canaan land is a part of his family land. You got Mitzrayim, you got Put, you got who else? Cain, Ethiopia, Ethiopia, Egypt, and Foot, which is Libya. And you got Canaan. Why would Canaan's land be up there? Stop playing. His land has to be downward. The rest, like central, west, and south, downward south, southern, down to southern Africa. I really believe so. Because Shem's land is the center of the earth, family. People saying, oh, Ron Dalton, he don't know what he's talking about. Oh, our land is Ethiopia. And this, I'm like, man, stop. Shem's land is the center of the earth. That's why you have a lot of Shemites in the center of the earth. If you listen to the language, the words that are being spoken in Hebrews to Negroes, these groups that are scattered out, that have been scattered, which are of a majority of them are the same as us. Negritos, Negroes, the majority were affected by the same colonizer. The majority were enslaved, and I'm gonna leave it there. But you know the story, family. Deuteronomy 28. Cursed shalt thou be in the city. Cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall thou. Cursed shall be thy basket. In the field, our people will feel hands under oppression for a reason. There you go. But now we have been redeemed, family. All these things, cursed shall thou be when thou comest in, cursed shall thou be when thou goest out. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shall. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke. Everything coming alive. Y'all see how the phone steady talking to me? Vexation and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me, because you forsook the Most High. You want to be like the nations, following gods of wood and stone, idols that have no power, that are not alive. The Most High is a spirit, family. I keep telling y'all, look it up. Ruach, look it up. He created a form of microcosm of itself, which is you, and he blew the ruach, which is the breath of life, into you, and you came alive, and you became a living soul. We gotta get understanding, and all I get wisdom. Get knowledge, but get understanding. Verse 22: The Lord shall smite thee with the consumption, and with the fever, and with the inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust from heaven, shall it come down upon thee, until thou be destroyed. Verse 25. When you hear the words that are being spoken, it hits home, family. It resonates in your spirit, especially if you're a Negro. I promise you. Verse 25. Check it out. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Imagine what the ancestors went through in order to be captured. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them. And thou shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. When I heard that, family, that smacked me like, huh? Man, and it's so more. It's so many more. It just hit home. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. All the land our people was on when they was brought over here, all that work they was doing, the planting, the building, they were architects, fam. I don't want to hear that stuff about nobody else with no teachers. Okay, sit your ass down and take notes. We building here. So you could take notes. You start taking notes when you encounter us on every hand. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We trendsetters, fam. Everything is designed around you to get an effect from you, to get a thought from you, to get you to buy something that's catering to you. Everything caters to you, man. You're a special people. But at the same time, I like it. But we ourselves have to come into the knowledge of self and step into that power. And it's time to start digging in, family. Not under another's rulership. Yeah, we're in Babylon, but it's ways, it's system set up in order to do business off grid, on grid, but not dealing with the public. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. Start your LL, get your LLC, start your business, whatever your trade is. Do all your business under your business. All business under your business. And they start making you offers. You get you assets. I'm back in my book. I had to go dig that joint out. And Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. I always been on him. This book I had for years. It was at my mom. I had to go pull out what type of investor do you want to become? Full time. I wanted that for my son so bad. My daughters too. You just don't know. It's never too late though. It's never too late to put things in place that's working now. I'm quite sure they want to be entrepreneurs too. And that's your duty to make sure they get that door of opportunity. Get to that door of opportunity. If some you don't understand, y'all learn it. Read it. There's a lot of information out here for you to learn. I'm gonna read this. I used to read this book insatiably. Now I'm gonna read it again. That was years ago. I've been following him and Donald Trump for a long time. But I didn't pay attention because I was a knucklehead. You know how we think. But I always read this book and I didn't stop reading it. I would keep reading keep reading it. And now I'm subscribed to his YouTube and I'm hearing him speak about him. And I'm looking at these systems he's talking about. I got it written in the book, so I'm gonna read the mess out this book, take notes, and take action. And this the one who's talking about how to accumulate wealth tax free. You got to do business. You got to learn how to do business. Get that debt and turn it into assets. So you create some cash flow. We know how to do that, like I said. especially y'all from the hood. If you was out there in the field putting in work, you know what I'm talking about. You was taking this and turning it into money, pay for it, and the rest over. You know what time it is. You understand my language clearly. It's the same. You get that as getting that debt, from my understanding. I haven't put it to work yet. I'm definitely let you know. I'm definitely bring it to the forefront because I want the youth to know. I don't want them stressed out and steady and looking to others to make decisions for them that may not be in your best interest. And then you have to look at the people that you feeding from their plate. Look at their lives. Look at anybody. I'll look at everybody I listen to. I look at them, I examine them. I examine myself on the day. I'm not perfect, but I understand there's a greater at work, and we got to get. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. H.R. 1242. If don't nobody understand, look that up. That's gonna tell you about the plight of the African American, the so-called African American, which we learn are in fact the children, the Hebrew Israelites, the tribes of Judah in particular. We see, and that's a beautiful thing. That's empowering, and it's your job to be a light and to teach the other nations. That's what Genesis 28 means that I'm constantly reading about. When the Most High, when Isaac, no, the Most High spoke to Jacob and told him he would be a blessing. His people would be scattered to the north, south, east, and west. North, south, east, west. And in them all the families of the earth shall be blessed. They blessed in you. You on the court jumping out the building. They invested in you. They making clothes out of those teams. I mean, off those team names. They making hats. They getting a lot of rights. They getting a lot of doing a lot of business to control, products. They get money, generational money. They lock it down and get generational money. And if we use it, your ass gonna pay. It's called copyright infringement. But you too can set up business that will create passive income for generations. But you gotta be willing to take the chance. I'm ready, man. I'm almost there. Don't nobody believe you. That's crazy. And I'm like, ever since I went to school for automotive technology, I went to Lincoln Tech. You look it up, I don't gotta lie. Cars, vans, and trucks, I'm a beast. But it's like I never got the momentum behind it, which I know you, Genesis 1, God gave you rulership and dominion. So that means now I understand, okay, you get your LLC and start a business in automotive repair. Find out what it takes. Get your LLC or whatever. Yeah, get an LLC and automotive repair, automotive service and repair, and go to work. Make it mobile. Find out what it consists of, and go to work. 30 minutes. Okay, I feel like talking, but these ideas I'm just expounding on because I know we're great people. We are a industrious people. We will create something out of nothing, and it's like that's what you're heading into. That's what I'm about to sign on board, on board to do. Pray for me, but I think I'm gonna be all right. There's a lot. It's a lot entailed that I need to learn. I need to get with people who are actually millionaires or actual millionaires and who have done it. You don't have to be a millionaire really. You can be 100,000 there, who really have irons in the fire and putting in that work to see the process, to be around the process. Maybe I could work for them for a time for free to be around, to learn the ropes, to see the flow of things. It's a game, family. You gotta learn to play the game. Like Mr. Kiyosaki said, it's like Monopoly. And when you land on my property, pay me. It's all about getting that flow, creating that cash flow. You buy them properties, hotels, you get the bang for your buck. Homes, you get a nice little return on. But on the hotels, that around that boardwalk area, you had to land there. They ain't got homes, they got hotels in them there. Break bread. Let me get there. You're getting paid. And I listen to them and I'm like, yeah, it's a game. You gotta know how to play the game. You can create your own wealth. You really can. Especially if you know how to you have an eye to discern and you know how to create assets, which a lot of us can. We understand what an asset is. Let's look it up. You can create assets. You can buy certain products. What are assets? What are assets? Something that has value or is useful. Cash, savings accounts, bonds. Show more. Life insurance policies, jewelry, collectibles, skills, and abilities. So we create assets, and I thought about that with my automotive repair skills. How can I make an asset? Okay, I do have a retail license. I can sell parts. Find out which parts can I sell, oils like transmission fluid, motor oil, brake fluids. What else? What other type fluids some cars take? Like um, fuel treatment fluids they be giving you. Come out, pour this in your tank and it cleans your fuel lines and your fuel injectors. And give your car a boost. Um, we sell a lot of things. Parts, such as tools. They do sell tools in there. Yeah, I never thought of that. I'm gonna start buying them parts. I'm gonna set up an account in my business name. Use that and do business with O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Advance. I'm gonna sell a lot of their parts, and they gonna love that flow. My asset would be that I'm a great fucking salesman. I can sell a lot of parts because I understand automotive technology. I really repair automobiles. I have a clientele. I got a nice little clientele. People follow me and people recommend me. So I know it's not me, it's the skill and being able to get the job done and done the first time. I got on my cousin and called me back about an engine job. Had me ready to go get that. She got a truck. She wanted me to take an engine out of one truck and put it in another truck. I'm like, okay, let's get it. Then she texts me and was like, no, I ain't ready. I'm like, what? I'll hit you back when I'm ready, cuz. Okay, cuz. I'm like, yeah. And I could have took that, went up 2 months on my rent, and there's some tools I need to buy. I would have went and got this impact. I want to go get this Milwaukee set. Milwaukee is the best. Give me a Milwaukee half-inch impact, a 3/8 impact, and a wrench impact. A ratchet impact, ratchet wrench impact. These are battery charged, but it's a beast. I'm like, yeah, I'll tear them engines out in 10 minutes with them joints. I want to get them, I want to have them before. I know she gonna call back, so I want to have my gear. I've been getting calls, Mr. Calls. I got my mans out in Indiana. I'm like, yeah, with them three beefs, you can call me. Hey, build, build them up, build them shorty. Shorty build them. Because I can tell the car, I can disassemble and reassemble a car when it's no problem. Take my ratchets, take my half inch and my 3/4, my 3/8, and my ratchet wrench set. Couple of pry bars, big pry bar, medium big pry bar. Take the small one too, just for take all up. Yeah, I'll go to work. Give me a box of gloves. I'll pull that engine out, and it should not take no more than an hour tops. If it take that long, by me working, I wouldn't have a scissor lift. I would be outside. I can't wait till I get some rain. You just don't know. And that's what my idea come from. Okay, set up a shop. Get an industrial garage. Go in there, set up the shop, put lifts in there. Something about 3 lifts. That'll hold about 3 or 4 lifts. That's already up. Take that boy and run him. Buy that building, buy the property. You got to buy the property. You might have to create it from scratch. That's nothing. Create it from scratch. I can buy those lifts, lease to buy, or buy one at a time. You have one on, you'll be working on the ground, get a scissor, get a lift, and get a scissor. I like that scissor. The scissor cool, in case you want to just knock the wheels off, or something just slide under there quick, drop the oil, or knock an axle out. You might have to slide under where you ain't gotta lift it all the way up. You can lift it like about 3/4 of a way. No, about a quarter of the way up, about halfway up. You lift a car about a little over halfway up. That scissor's a beast. I seen one of the brothers with one in his yard. I'm like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. I know he going in. Yeah, you can lift the car or truck all the way around. No problem. Snatch all the wheels off. Out. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. What? Snatching engines out in 5 minutes. Oh yeah. Put a tarp under there so you won't, put a black tarp down there, a black cushion, and then put a black, like something real thick, like tarp over that. So when that thing going up and down, them cars coming up and down, if something was to fall off, like you pop the axle out and it fall off and hit the concrete, you won't be chipping the concrete. It'll come out that transmission fluid to pour out. So you want to have something there to catch. I already thought about it though. Yeah, buy some land, use that debt, buy a garage. If you got the lifts, cool. If you don't, cool. Buy the garage, put a couple of lifts in there, get your compressors, make sure you got a bathroom with good running water, a waiting area for the children, a waiting area for the adults, and go. Go to work. Put your office in there, put your area for your workers, collect that dough, and service. Somebody to serve a service manager to deal with the customers as they coming in. Okay, you can go around there on that side to that office and deal with the money inside. All money inside, and we're gonna have that. We'll have them things around there. Have Fort Knox around there. Run up in here, it's gonna be a problem. Have them goons on that strap. license. Make sure they got their license and they, cause if they play games, I mean, don't play with them. We're gonna stay dangerous, but we're gonna do it with logic. Like King's supposed to move. Alright, I'm finna go. I got some big ideas, but they're really small. I'll see y'all when I get there. Peace.